What's up, everybody? Wait for a couple people to get on in here. Different format today. I had to take Bernie to work for a few, so we're gonna go ahead and do the comment show live from the Shark. A little unusual, but hope you guys enjoy it. Need to get into Bernie's phone here so I can get to the comments. And we've got a lot of comments. Well, not a lot of comments, but a few. But I will be reading your comments as I comment on your comments. All right, we're going to have a great show today. See, who do we have in here? Anybody? Good morning, Ellie. Nice to have you in here. I'll wait for a couple more people to get on in. Highly unusual show today. Normally, I do this in studio, but circumstances make it so that I'm here with you guys today in the Shark. So that's where we're going to do it. I have Bernie's phone with the comments here, so I will do the comments like that. What's up? I am happy. Nice to have you in here. Jen Wow. Nice to have you here. A little different format today, but hope you guys don't mind. We're live inside the Shark. Nanya, welcome. Nice to have you here. I didn't do it yesterday. Got a little bit busy. My life has been busy the past couple weeks, y'all. Who's that? Hippie, what's up? Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here, Hippie. All right. What else we got here? Yep, smash it. Smash. Chomp. Jen, you're funny. Okay. Good morning to everybody. Don't have my usual sound bite, so yada yada intro music. Welcome to the MLH Comment Show for the 5th of November. Remember, the 5th of November. Yes, we're live inside the Shark, Jen. So, a little different format today. I figured why not? I mean, I'm waiting for Bernie anyway, so let's go ahead and do it. I missed the comment show yesterday due to circumstances, but basically being busy is all get out. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to it. Here's the comments, right? You guys can't see them on the screen like normal, but I'll go ahead and read them. You have to trust that these are the real and correct comments, all that stuff, But Bill writes, I know what this is in reference to. From last week's comment show, we were discussing how you tag somebody and how you mention somebody in comments. You basically at them, at their YouTube moniker, and then it will mention you, if you want to throw in a video or whatever. But he tried it with at MLH. Not going to work, Bill writes, because on YouTube I'm known as Mexican long hair, according to YouTube. Dragonette, welcome. Nice to have you here. And of course my comments are going all wonky. So, you know how that goes. I'll try to read as much as I can. All right, so thank you for that comment, Bill writes. Didn't quite work the way that we thought it was, but Harry Nuts, good friend Harry Nuts says great show. So thank you very much. Last week's comment show was pretty good. I like it. A lot of people appreciate the comment show. I get a lot of comments on my comment show about how it's kind of unique. And not a lot of people are doing it the way that I do it. So if anybody, I really don't know who does this, So, I enjoy doing it. The reason, you know what? Let's talk about the origins of the comment show real quick. Eventually, I tell people this all the time. My goal was 50 subscribers. on YouTube, 50 subscribers, and I thought that was a lofty goal. I never thought I would get it. What's up, Razor? Nice to have you in here. Um, uh, so obviously we done smashed through that 100-fold, 100 times over, almost. But uh, it became overwhelming to. I used to, reply to every comment by hand, on my phone, and it just got to a point where it was taking up a lot of my time. So I was like, what better way to kind of alleviate that situation than to do a comment show? And I'll do this comment show as long as it's viable as well, So um, that's kind of the origins of it. But Pallone says it's kind of like a tune-up, he says, because we were discussing Pallone being in the hospital. Glad he's out. Glad you're doing good, Pallone. Appreciate you, OG. Let's see, what video was this? Yeah, I was under the weather last week, but I feel completely better now. So appreciate all the well wishes last week of everybody that was wishing me better. Appreciate that. Bernie says, "My poor baby." Thank you, Bernie. Canada's watching says, "Oh brother, I feel for you. Respect." And I'm getting error messages here. Respect and love to you. Ass play is no bueno. P.S. Don't wipe too much. You will chafe. Yeah, I mean, when you get sick, when you have the runs, man, it's no bueno. Pugface says, "Get well soon." Thank you very much. Explosive diarrhea in a mall food court is embarrassing, potentially. Yeah, the Keeper says that. Yes, Keeper, very, very um, embarrassing. Did you try that one thing that works? Yeah, I did. It's called Rest and Hope for the Best, Blue Unicorn. Sidebar, a butthole surfer is one who rides skateboards in empty swimming pools, in case anybody was wondering, because I did mention the butthole surfers. Um, Also, it's a really awesome band that has like 10 albums that don't have Pepper on them. Not only is Blue Unicorn a fan, but also a fan. That is all. Yeah, I like the Butthole Surfers. Old school band, man. Like they've been around forever, and they're good with or without Pepper. But yeah. Rosie Thing says, between COVID for the third time and now strep throat, I feel your pain. I think my granddaughter is trying to kill me with all those germs she brings home from school. Hashtag when poo sounds like pee, lol. Hashtag POYA, which means peeing out of your ass, in case those were wondering. Um, and Jen, the lovely Jen in chat says, MLH heart. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It was bad. It was just really, really bad. But hey, we got through it, and now we're here. Okay, so I did a simulcast with uh, my good friend K Dot. I hope you guys check that out. The conversation, it was a little bit different. It was actually pretty fun. What's up, Jason Godet? Can't really read the chat because you know for whatever reason my chat gets all jumbled on the screen. I don't understand that, but hope you guys enjoyed that. I called it Monster Smash, but it was basically me hosting the conversation on K-Dot's channel, and we asked a lot of provocative couple Halloween questions. So I hope you guys check that out. It was a lot of fun, and you can check it out on either mine or K-Dot's channel. Yeah, I really wish I could read you guys' chats, but I see everybody that's in there. I do recognize your icons. Hit the like button if you haven't already. See if I missed anybody. I think I got everybody. If I don't welcome you, the mods will welcome you as well. Or will welcome you, I should say. Cooking with Lulu says, Damn, I'm sorry you're going through that, MLH. Hope you feel better soon. I'm feeling better. I'm back. I'm back to as close to 100% as I could get, I guess. So, all right. Gimmickless says, me too. It's a sudden weather change of extreme heat to cold that got me. That there is credence to that. There's scientific evidence to suggest that when the weather changes suddenly, the germs, like, it's like magic carpet rides for germs when the weather kind of dips and, you know, the air and the atmosphere and all that shit. So, you know, there is credence to that. On Monster Smash, Mick T said, awesome night, such a laugh, great panel. Thank you very much, Mick T. Really appreciate it. Mick T made an appearance on that show, so it was a ton of fun. I don't know whose icon that is, but welcome on in anyways. I don't know how to fix that problem, y'all, with the chat. Let me see if I can do something here. Maybe that, nope, that didn't help it. Grim Reaper. Okay, that's who it is. What's up, Grim Reaper? Nice to have you in there. Every once in a while I can read a little bit of chat, but it's all jumbled. If anybody has a solution to that problem, let me know. Email me, MexicanLonghair@gmail.com. All right. Keeper on my quick poll on what I was trying to decide for finger foods. Uh, Keeper says finger and whose buns. I was deciding between like making hot dogs that look like fingers and mummy wrapped hot dogs. I don't know. But we decided on the mummy wrapped hot dogs because it was much easier. By the way, I hope you guys had a great Halloween. Ours was great. Jonathan Mazzilli says, I like the mummy dogs. They turned out pretty good, Jonathan. They were really good. Okay, no hot tub time machine last week on Bernie's channel. Returning this week, Tuesday. Make sure you guys are there on Bernie's channel at 9 Eastern. We'll be butchering another song here. Keeper says, I'm scrubbing up. All right. That's the ticket. All right. On the poll, somebody says make both. It was user VJ7MJ. I don't know. Make both. Nah. One was fine. There's too much food if you make too much fingers foods for Halloween. McDonald's says you're making hot dogs. Okay, thanks. And then last but not least, Nanya, who's in chat, says, love it, can't wait to see more on the Scary Swag production. That was actually a really fun trailer to do with K-Dot. K-Dot's a master of editing. I don't edit much, guys. If you guys see my regular content on the channel, I really don't do that. Let's see if we got any more here. Nope, that's it for comments, guys. So there was something else I was gonna. Normally, I do the mentions and the naughty comments. Sometimes there'll be comments that are held for review, and I don't. Oh, here we go. Held for review. No held for review comments. There we go. That's what I wanted. And let's see if I got any mentions. No. Whoops. And I don't know how to do mentions on this, but nonetheless, there it is. There's the comments, guys. So let's talk about the week that's upcoming. I know that's standing tall just based on the avatar. I can't read your comment, but welcome on in. Nice to have you here. This is going to be a short one, guys. I don't have much. Sorry for the delay from yesterday. Normally I do it in studio, but circumstances are that I'm here talking to you guys. Let's talk about the week. Obviously, K-Dot and I have some pressing issues that we're taking care of. We put in a lot of requests. Now, our requests are going to take some time to report on, because a lot of the tactics that the police are using these days are delay, delay, delay. Normally, when we ask for information and you go through what we call Cora here, it's the same type thing like Freedom of Information Act, FOIA. We call it Cora because it's Colorado Records Act or whatever, whatever the acronym is, but it's the same type of thing. But there's it's really strange with when you ask for a police request, because sometimes they'll give you the information and other times they'll deny it and they'll say, well, that information has to be done through CCJRA, which is the Colorado Corrections Justice Reform Act, or whatever it is. It's basically to do with criminal records, but for some reason the police get to arbitrarily say that our requests are done through CCJRA for the police. I mean, it kind of makes sense because, Criminal Justice Reform Act. I mean, they couldn't make it more obvious, but the long and skinny of it is it's just a delay tactic, because if you do request through Cora, the basic FOIA type thing, then you should get an answer within 72 hours, a response within 72 hours, and then within 21 days, you should get your request. Well, what they decided to do was put it under CCJRA, which they have 3 days to give you a response, and then up to 6 months or more in order to give you your request, right? They do this all the time. It's a tactic. I hate it. Whoever just joined, I appreciate you. I think that's Cajun Randy, if I remember your icon. And I believe that's Unindoctrinated. Welcome. Nice to have you guys in here. So that's where a lot of our requests lie, is in CCJRA, which takes months to get, upwards of 6 months or more, depending on the request. And the police hide behind that, which, that's another thing that's really disturbingly wrong with getting information here in Aurora, especially in Aurora, Colorado. Denver's almost as bad. They're a little bit better, but not quite as bad. But in Aurora, it could take us months to get information to report. So I don't have anything right now. But we have plenty of requests in, and we constantly put requests in. So I'm sure 6 months from now, 6 months from now, we're going to have lots of things to report. I can report on one thing. And this is bullshit. Okay. We went to the police station, KDOT and and I believe this is on camera. I can't remember if it's mine or KDOT's, but we put in a request for to identify a police officer via a picture, right? So we had a picture of an officer we needed identified, and we put it in. Eventually, we got the information anyways, through other means, detective work basically. But when I put that in, they denied it. And I already had the information anyways, but I was like, okay. And they denied it because there was no picture attached to it, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll play this game. I'll attach the picture again and send it off and see what happens. Well, I got it back, and they denied the request again because they said, we could not identify the person because you gave us a personal picture and not one of our archive pictures. And I'm like, what? We gave you a picture of the person. You can't just simply say this is Officer so-and-so. It's completely ridiculous. By the way, that officer was a transfer from Miami to Aurora, Colorado, and that officer ended up resigning under suspicious circumstances. So I will find the story on that as well, just to let you guys know. And that's what all these requests are for. All these requests are for gathering the information for stories. Yes, it's funny because YouTube labels things as entertainment or news or whatever. But this channel's everything, right? You can get entertainment on here. You can get information. It's an amalgamation of a lot of things, right? But one of the things I do is give you guys information and actual news. I don't like it when when people claim to be citizen journalists, but they don't do a story, right? There's no story there. Like in it, for instance, going to a post office, right? You go to a post office and what's the story? You have to have a premise for a story. Now, if you're telling me before you go in there, we're going to see how these employees act based on their Yelp reviews or their Google reviews, I guess I can buy that. If the reviews are saying that the employees are horrible and you're there to do an investigation, okay, that's legit. But most people don't do that. They just claim to be a journalist all of a sudden when the cops show up, right? And I think that's completely wrong. I saw somebody in the camera in the back here. But there is validity to being a quote citizen journalist. It goes in the way that you do it, right? And the way that you go about it and the way you portray it. But so honestly, guys, I'm working on a lot of stories. A lot of information needs to come back to me so that I can report to you guys. It's a major part of what I do. In addition to auditing, in addition to cop watching, in addition to some entertainment, slice of life videos, whatever. It's an amalgamation of a lot of things, right? So in essence, it's an entertainment channel. It's a news channel. It's anything you want it to be. I wish there was multiple categories you could put your channel into, but unfortunately, YouTube doesn't do that. So it is what it is. Also, a lot of the things that they're coming back with, they're denying a lot of my requests because they want me to sign everything and they want me to agree to not make any money off of it and pre-functionary gain and all this. But the funny thing about it is they don't make the lamestream media do all jump through all these hoops because the mainstream media protects the police, right? I don't protect the police. I give you the stories as they come, as they should be, right? If there's corruption to be had, I will root it out and I will report that things are corrupt, right? And I pull no punches, you know. I will try to get multiple sources like the news media does, but I don't have all the backing and the resources that those idiots do. So it's funny because the only time that anything interesting ever happens on the news is their investigative reporting. And a lot of times they won't do follow-ups. And when they do, they're just these milquetoast stories that just go by the wayside and there's never any follow-up, whether it be 6 months or a year down the road. But I'm here to tell you, I'm here to do that. I'm here to do the follow-ups. But in order to do the follow-ups, I need the information. So what are you hiding, Aurora PD? What are you hiding, Denver? Give me the information that I need so I can report to the people on these interesting stories that are out there. Stories of police misconduct, or just the opposite, stories of police doing the right thing, which there's not very many stories like that to report. But when they are, I report it. So that's what we got coming on the horizon in the months ahead, guys. I mean, I'm going to continue doing what I do. KDOT's going to continue doing what he does. And we're going to continue building this momentum until something breaks. And we always catch, bullshit on the streets here. I'm always out there watching. Haven't been on a cop watch in a long time. I was supposed to go out with cop watch with KDOT today, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. It just depends on what he's doing. And this time change sucks too. It's already 9 o'clock, I see. I mean, time just seems to go away. And I know you guys are commenting, but I do apologize. I can't read these comments. It's really weird. On my phone, there's just an issue there. So I'll keep doing what I'm doing to expose the truth here in Aurora and Denver. This week, the schedule got all wonky this week. I was supposed to do the comment show yesterday. Obviously, that didn't happen, so I did it today. The only thing that keeps the comment show going is you guys commenting on my videos, my previous videos. Make sure you do that. Even if it's a video that you haven't seen or that you've seen before and you want to add a comment or anything of that nature, I will do that. Also, I'm pretty much freed up on the weekends, so if you guys have a special request, if you guys want me to do a cop watch in Lakewood, for instance, I can do that. But you have to tell me an email form MexicanLonghair@gmail.com, and I will do special requests. So if you have an audit that you've always wanted somebody to do in the Denver area, that includes Denver, Aurora, Lakewood, Thornton, North Glen. You can look at the map and tell me in the scope of Denver, the Denver metro area, where you want me to do an audit, then I'd be more than happy to do that for you. But it has to be an email form, and I have to take those requests with a grain of salt. Like I'm not gonna, you're not gonna get me to do sensationalist things just to get arrested, or things of that nature. I'm very careful and methodical with what I do when I go out there, but I will take everything into consideration. Let's see. So let's go through the schedule here. Normally, the comment shows on Saturdays. Like I said, the weekend is pretty much free except for the comment show. So if you guys have a request, get those requests in to MexicanLonghair@gmail.com. Mondays is reserved for homeless outreach and cop watching. Um, I don't know if I'll be out there tomorrow. I mean, this week's a little different. Tuesdays on Bernie's channel is normally a hot tub time machine hour at 9 Eastern. So make sure you sub to Bernie's channel and join for a little bit of adult time on Tuesday nights at 9 Eastern. Um, Wednesdays is cop watching. Thursdays is off. I'm completely off. I'm not doing anything on Thursdays. Fridays, I have another channel on YouTube and on Twitch called RP Grinders. So this is something a little more lighthearted. If you guys are into video games or there's a gamer in your family, tell them about that channel. The chat is on Twitch though, so you go to twitch.tv/rpgrinders. You could do a YouTube too, but the chat is in Twitch. It's live every Friday, 9 Eastern. And of course, the weekends are, free unless you guys give me something to do. The comment show on Saturday, usually around noonish in the morning sometime. I've been doing them a little bit earlier, but, I do appreciate the comments. So make sure you comment on other videos, even the comment show. Your comments unfiltered. We do what we do. Also subscribe to K-Dot's channel. He's got two channels. One is his mainline cop watching channel, DJ K-Dot The Party, and then also his relationship channel, which you want to check out as well. He does a show every Sunday. I was part of that this last Sunday. I hosted the event. It was a ton of fun. It was basically Halloween centric, and hope you guys can join that every Sunday. And it's a riot. It's a lot of fun. So let's see. Other than that, I don't have very much else. Like I said, if you guys have any requests, email me MexicanLonghair@gmail.com, and on the weekends I'll try to get out to your requests. Um, you know, so far I've only had one request, and I haven't really been able to fulfill it yet, but I will get to it, Ellie. We're gonna do we were contemplating doing that this weekend, but we had some other stuff to get to, and Bernie had to work today, so it wouldn't have worked out. And the nearest ghost town, oddly, is like an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours away, so it's kind of a drive. So we will get to it though. So yeah, if you have a request, if you guys want us to go to, like I suggested before, maybe a Red Rocks, maybe you want to see what Boulder looks like, Boulder, Colorado. Maybe you want to see what Buffalo Bill's grave and Overlook Mountain looks like. We can do those things, as long as it's within reason and not too far out of Denver, Colorado. We can do it. nice relaxing drive, or whatever. If you want me to do a cop watch in Denver, or Aurora, or Lakewood, or Thornton, or any plethora of towns near the Denver metro area, then I'd be more than happy to do that. If there's private businesses, that's a little iffy. I don't really mess with private business because they're just doing their thing, unless they're government related. Like if they have a government contract, like Raytheon or Lockheed Martin, I'd be more than happy to do all those. Army bases. I mean, there's a few around here that I've been meaning to do. Stuff like that. Then I'd be more than happy to do that. So make sure and get your request in mexicanlonghair@gmail.com, and I will do that. Let's talk about mental health real quick. If you guys are suffering with some issues with your mental health and you need somebody to talk to, please reach out to me, mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that really does help. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's also a plethora of resources here in the United States. You can dial 988, and that will get you contacted with a professional, an actual counselor or psychologist or psychiatrist that can help you through with your issues and point you in the right direction. If you're too sheepish to talk to somebody, you can text that number, and somebody will text with you back and forth. Maybe that's a little more conducive to what you want to do. There's also, in your browser of choice, just type in mental health help if you're in a different country, and I'm sure there's plenty of resources that you can pull up to get help if you're struggling. So we don't want anybody to struggle and feel like they're alone out there. I know there's a lot of people that feel that way, but you're not alone. There are people that can help. All right, guys, that's about it for me. I'm not going to keep you too long. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the football today. Have a great day, and until next week, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Later, everybody.